I ended up putting the new power brake booster, the one I rebuilt, on the Bel Air, and you can go back in my past videos and I'll even put a link in the description to rebuilding the booster. This is the one I just took off the car, and I don't know if you can see down in there, but this is the underside. Let me get a light and see if I can shine it in there. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna see it. We'll take the booster apart, but the bottom of it's rusty, and you can see maybe right there. Let me see if I can turn some type of light on. This thing's kind of mashed. This was a booster I had. A guy in Florida wouldn't sell me the parts to rebuild it, and he rebuilt it, and never really been happy with it since he did it, because it looked like it was painted in a sandbox when I got it back, and I had to strip the paint off and repaint it. And then it started acting up. It was quite a few years ago, and it started acting up. The pedal wouldn't release. When you'd take your foot off of it all the way, it would stay down just a little bit to where you wouldn't have power assist the next brake. And I'd have to put my foot under it and pull the pedal back, and then it would have fine power assist. So anyway, I rebuilt this booster and put it on, and it works perfect. And I changed the master cylinder too, just as preventative maintenance. I think that other one was probably 25 years old or so. But anyway, I took it out for a drive. It's nice and warm. Everything works good on it. So hopefully that solved the problem with the power booster not releasing. And it releases, it just works perfect now. I'm really happy with it. So hopefully that, and when I took the master cylinder off originally, I pushed the pedal and it didn't release. So, you know, with the engine off even. So that means that there's definitely the booster and wasn't the master, but I replaced, like I say, the master. And I didn't video it because, you know, trying to set a camera up, there's the 4 bolts on the master, 4 bolts on the back there, and then the linkage to the pedal and the 2 vacuum hoses. And so it wasn't a real big deal to take off and change, but the problem was getting a camera down in there, mounting a camera to where you could see what I was doing, and it was just more effort than it was worth, and the camera was getting in my way because you got to kind of sneak in here with wrenches underneath the wiper motor to get to the nuts. They're nuts on studs to get them off, and it's the same pattern as the master cylinder. So if you didn't have power brakes, this would have just bolted directly to the firewall where the booster is. So if you want to put power brakes on, you can unbolt your master, bolt your booster on, and bolt the master to it. But you need to make sure you have all the linkage and everything for the brake pedal and whatnot. But anyway, I just thought I would add that here. And Kyle came and got the lawnmower. It's no longer here. He came in his 21 Jeep Wrangler. It's a hybrid gas electric, little turbocharged 4-banger and electric. It was really, really neat. So anyway, I just took a few second video of him leaving with it. It was dead silent. So I'll include that here too. That is so quiet. It's electric. Getting close. It'll probably stick. It did last time it went to turn, and I had to pop the odometer out to turn it to all zeros. But there we go. 200,000 miles. Yeah, see, it's not wanting to go. So we'll go home, pop the speedometer out, and flip the digits to all zeros. But it doesn't flip by the time I get home. Well, it's starting to go a little more. Maybe it will turn. We'll see. If not, I'll pop it out when I get home. The power brakes work really nice now with that booster I rebuilt installed. about maybe 8-10 miles to get home. Maybe it'll flip all zeros by then. If I see it flip, I'll start videoing. It's giving it an honest try. It may turn, we'll see. It's starting to go. It actually turned without having to take it apart. Was heading back to the house, and away she went. So there we go. We got 200,000 miles on the Bel Air. Yeah, I paid $75 for this car with 58,000 original miles on it in 1978. So yeah, I've put some miles on it. That's pretty cool. I don't have to take the odometer out and flip it. It's actually registering now. Usually these old cars, they stick. But there we go. There we go. We got 1 mile on the car. Crazy, huh? Well, that was fun turning the odometer the second time. Yeah, how many cars have you guys turned the odometer in twice? I've turned the odometer in one car 3 times, an 81 Ford Country Squire. But yeah, 2 times on this now after 44 years. So that's kind of a milestone. I never thought I'd have it 44 years or 200 drive it. Roll the odometer twice. It has 31 miles on it now, so it's a brand new car all over again. And wonder if Chevrolet would warranty it. But anyway, yeah, so who would have thought that I would have had the car this long? And it's giving me pretty good service. I really haven't had, other than the power brakes I added to it. The car didn't have power steering or power brakes. I added both. And so yeah, I can't really. Oh, and then that booster that I had rebuilt for it because the guy wouldn't sell me the parts to rebuild it, and it had been acting up for about 6-7 years intermittently, and then I had to jam on the brakes one day and stop real suddenly, and then it worked fine for most of the summer. And then about the last week I've been driving the car almost every day. I've put quite a few miles on it. I've driven it to some, drove it up to New Haven and been cruising Woodward, and took it out on Woodward tonight and Sunday night, and there's cars out there, quite a few cars. And so yeah, I think that's why the booster got hot again from the engine compartment heat or something, and just wasn't acting right again. So this morning, like I say, I popped that one off and put the new one on. Problem solved. I put about 60-70 miles on it today. 0 issues with it, so totally happy. Anyway, that's the end of this video. If you like it, hit the like button. Definitely helps me get more views. And if you like my channel, I got 348 engine that's sitting in here. Hit that engine icon for the 348, and that will subscribe you. And thank you for watching my videos.